Welcome to the Audio Description Association Audio Monthly Bulletin for November 2025. We took a short hiatus in October as we published our quarterly newsletter. You can listen to and read all about our funding news, success, and the exciting audio description for screen training plans. This will support over the next 12 months on our website www.audiodescription.co.uk/news. Just click on October 2025 and choose your preferred format, audio, PDF, or plain text version. ADA Notice Board. We're back this month with a great selection of AD SOUPs, skill sets, and VI user group sessions. The second Audio Description Association skill set of the autumn season will be on Tuesday, November the 4th, between 2 and 3:30 p.m. on Zoom, led by Anne Hornsby of Mind's Eye Description, and will explore the core principles of audio description, facilitated by Tim Calvert. This session is designed not only for those starting out in audio description, but also for experienced describers, as a reminder of the most important elements to consider in audio description. The next AD SOUP will be on the same day, Tuesday the 4th of November, between 7 and 8 p.m. on Zoom. This session will be an insightful conversation from a venue perspective in relation to access and audio description. It will be facilitated by Tim Calvert, who is the ADA Vice Chair, with Laura Jane Garvey, who's Access Manager for NYMEX Theatres, as a guest speaker. A further AD SOUP will take place later in the month on the 18th of November between 7 and 8 p.m. on Zoom. Our guest for this event will be Joseph Rizzo-Naudi, a visually impaired poet who has undertaken collaborations to provide blind-centered AD in museums and galleries. Joseph's practice involves working closely with artists, writers, and curators to make exhibitions and artworks more engaging through the creative use of language. Since 2022, he has carried this out in the form of workshops, audio description, interventions, and text-based artworks with a range of organisations, including the Henry Moore Institute, the Natural History Museum, the Wellcome Collection, Smartify, and the National Gallery. He has previously collaborated with the WICAD project at the University of Westminster and the Beyond the Visual project at UAL. He recently wrote and presented the BBC Radio 4 programme Artworks, Ways of Not Seen. The session will be introduced by ADA's newest trustee, Oren O'Neill. Finally, following the postponement of our October VI user group session due to illness, we've been able to reschedule it for Wednesday the 5th of November between 10 and 11 a.m. on Zoom. The theme of the event is audio description for tours of buildings. Facilitator Youssef Osman will be joined by guest speaker Claire LeMay. Our final remaining 2025 VI user group session is planned for the 4th of December 2025. Remember, the handouts and recordings of our September SOUPs, skill set, and VI user group events are all now on the ADA website. You can find these under the members' resource pages once you've logged in. Please get in touch if you'd like to promote an AD performance, a venture working on, or have a topic or idea for AD SOUPs, skill sets, or VI user groups. You can email info@audiodescription.co.uk. ADA September AGM. Our annual general meeting was held at the end of September. For those that didn't attend, we paid tribute to long-serving trustees who've retired or stepped down and welcome new ones. Tom Bailey, Oren O'Neill, and Alex Stone. As always, we're keen to talk to anyone who's interested in volunteering now or in the future. You don't have to become a trustee. If you have a few hours to spare each month and want to know about what ADA does and how to get involved, please email Pamela at admin@audiodescription.co.uk. ADA International Forum Update. Many thanks for those who volunteered to join our International Forum steering group. We're just in the process of finalising the composition of members. Plans are also progressing for a launch in January 2026 of our International Forum, which we hope will deliver a monthly Zoom call webinar. The first event will feature a presentation from Martin Wilde from Chicago, assisted by Joel Snyder in Washington and Megan Harms in St. Louis. It will centre on the work that's been done over the last 5 years to develop a certification exam for writers and QC specialists in audio description, and also an overview of the audio description that is being delivered in those areas in America. To find out more information on this, you can visit www.adp.org/update/audio/description/specialist/certification. ADA are excited to collaborate with new organisations and individuals next year. If you have topics and discussion suggestions, please do contact us at admin@audiodescription.co.uk. ADA January 2026 newsletter. We're looking for thought pieces and articles for our next quarterly newsletter. There is no fixed format, but if you think you have something to contribute on the topic of audio description, please contact Pamela at admin@audiodescription.co.uk. The next deadline is Monday, the 15th of December. Free 1-year VI memberships to ADA. We have just a few free 1-year memberships for blind and partially sighted people left to claim. Do spread the word, as we'd like to achieve 100% take-up. Visit www.audiodescription.co.uk/join-ADA. Select the ADA VI membership plan and just enter VIP in the discount code box. ADA Audio Described Event Recommendations. Our top London highlights for November 2025. Every Brilliant Thing, starring Minnie Driver, is at Soho Place, Tottenham Court Road on Thursday the 6th of November at 7:30 p.m. There's no touch tour and it's described by Vocalise. The Book of Mormon is at the Prince of Wales Theatre, Piccadilly on Friday the 7th of November 7:30 p.m. with a touch tour at 6 p.m. Audio described by Vocalise. The Line of Beauty is at the Almeida Theatre in Islington on Saturday the 8th of November at 2 p.m. with a touch tour at 12 p.m. Audio description in-house from Miranda Yates and Jenny Stewart Cosgrove. The Unbelievers, starring Nicola Walker, is on at the Royal Court in Sloane Square. It's audio described on Saturday the 15th of November 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Touch tour is to be confirmed. Audio description available in-house. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is on yet again at the Palace Theatre, Shaftesbury Avenue on Saturday the 15th of November in 2 parts. Part 1 is at 2 p.m. and Part 2 is at 7 p.m. There will be a touch tour at 11:30 a.m. and audio description is delivered by Vocalise. The Phantom of the Opera, Her Majesty's Theatre, Piccadilly, is on Tuesday the 18th of November 7:30 p.m. with a touch tour at 4:50 p.m. Audio described by Vocalise, and please note that The Phantom of the Opera is not audio described very often. The Play That Goes Wrong, The Duchess Theatre, is on Friday the 21st of November at 7:30 p.m. The touch tour is at 6:15 p.m. Audio description is from Ruth James and Julia Grundy. Wendy and Peter Pan is on at the Barbican Centre. It's on Saturday the 22nd of November at 1:30 p.m. with a touch tour at 11:30 a.m. Audio description is from Ali Packer for the RSC. The Maids is on at the Dunmar Warehouse. This is at 7 Dials in London on Saturday the 22nd of November at 2:30 p.m. Touch tour is to be confirmed. Please do check the exact time of the venue. Audio description provided by Vocalise. The Assemble Parties is at Hampstead Theatre and Swiss Cottage in London on Saturday the 22nd of November at 2:30 p.m. with a touch tour at 12:45 p.m. Audio description is from Willie Elliott. Titanic is on for the second time audio described at the Criterion Theatre, Piccadilly on Sunday the 23rd of November at 3 p.m. with a touch tour at 12:45 p.m. Audio described by Vocalise. The Importance of Being Earnest, starring Stephen Fry as Lady Bracknell, is on at the Noel Coward Theatre Thursday the 27th of November at 7 p.m. with a touch tour to be confirmed. Audio described by Vocalise. Disney's Hercules is on at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane on Saturday the 29th of November at 7:30 p.m. with a touch tour to be confirmed. Audio description provided by Vocalise. Wicked is audio described at the Apollo Theatre in Victoria, London, Sunday the 30th of November at 2:30 p.m, with a touch tour to be confirmed. Please do check with the venue. Audio description is from Vocalize. And a reminder that introductory notes for all Vocalize performances can be found on their website at vocalize.co.uk about 5 to 7 days before the performance. Our top regional highlights for November 2025. Moulin Rouge is on at the Birmingham Hippodrome on Wednesday the 5th of November at 7:30 p.m, with a touch tour at 6 p.m. Audio described by Jonathan Nash for Sightlines. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf is on at the Curve Theatre Leicester on Saturday the 8th of November 7:30 p.m. Touch tour is at 12 p.m. Audio described by Nadine Beasley and Kate Taylor-Davis. Northern Ballet's Merlin is on at the Sheffield Lyceum Theatre on Saturday the 8th of November 2:30 p.m. Check with venue about the touch tour. Audio described in-house, on tour nationally. Miss Saigon is on at the Palace Theatre Manchester Tuesday the 11th of November 7:30 p.m. Touch tour to be confirmed. Audio described from Mind's Eye Description. This show will also be on at the Birmingham Alexandra a bit later on in the year. Inside Number 9, Fright Night is on at the Regent Theatre in Stoke-on-Trent on Wednesday the 12th of November at 7:30 p.m. Audio description from Theo Hornsby Walsh for Mind's Eye Description. Top Hat is on at the Wells Millennium Centre, Cardiff on Saturday the 15th of November at 2:30 p.m, with a touch tour at 1:15 p.m. Audio description from Vocalize. Fawlty Towers on tour is on at the Royal and Derngate Theatre in Northampton on Wednesday the 19th of November at 7:30 p.m, with a touch tour at 6:30 p.m. Audio description from Caroline Byrne for Talking Theatre. The Woman in Black is on at Brighton Theatre Royal on Wednesday the 19th of November at 7:30 p.m, with a touch tour to be confirmed. Audio description from Vocalize. Sunny Afternoon, the Kinks musical, is on at the New Victoria Theatre Woking on Wednesday the 19th of November at 7:30 p.m, with a touch tour to be confirmed. Audio description from Vocalize. Here and Now, the Steps musical, is on at the Lyceum Theatre in Sheffield on Thursday the 20th of November 7:30 p.m. Audio described in-house, also on tour nationally. Macbeth is on at the Royal Shakespeare Company's The Other Place in Stratford-upon-Avon on Friday the 21st of November at 7:15 p.m, with a touch tour at 5:15 p.m. Audio description is from the Royal Shakespeare Company team. Dear England is on at the Chichester Festival Theatre on Friday the 28th of November at 7:30 p.m, with a touch tour at 6 p.m. The Saturday matinee is on 29th of November at 2 p.m, with a touch tour at 12:30 p.m. Audio described by the in-house volunteer team. Audio described museum and gallery tours. Audio Art, Utterly in the Picture, is on at the National Gallery London, Tuesday the 4th of November 2025, 1 to 2 p.m. This session combines a detailed audio description of key National Gallery paintings with a new piece of music composed and performed by cellist Nina Plapp. Hyundai, Commission, Marriott and Sara, is on at the Turbine Hall Tate Gallery London, free monthly audio described and touch tour starting the 19th of November 11 till 12 p.m. Advance booking is essential, online or by phoning 020 7887 8888. Audio described in-house. Art Workshop at the British Library in King's Cross, London is on Saturday the 8th of November, 11 a.m, with free entry. Audio described in-house. Lights Up, audio described tour of Thirst at the Welcome Collection, Thursday the 13th of November at 3 p.m, and at 7 p.m. an AD tour of 1880 That, audio described in-house. Audio descriptive Talk and Tea, Braid and Buttons is at the Museum of the Order of St. John in London on Wednesday the 19th of November at 2 p.m, audio described in-house. To Improvise a Mountain is at the MK Gallery, Milton Keynes, on Tuesday the 25th of November at 10:30 p.m. At 10:30 a.m, an audio-described tour, an audio-described in-house. And finally, the Postal Museum's audio-described tour on Friday the 28th of November 2 p.m, audio-described by Vocalize. Cinema highlights with audio description. Opening on the 7th of November is The Choral, directed by Nicholas Heitner, written by Alan Bennett, starring Ralph Fiennes and Roger Allam. It's 12A certificate and 130 minutes. Also opening on the 7th of November is Predator Badlands, starring Ella Fanning. It's a 12A certificate and 107 minutes long. From the 14th of November, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, starring Jesse Eisenberg, Isla Fisher. It's a 12A certificate and 112 minutes long. From the 21st of November, The Thing with Feathers, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. It's a 12A certificate and 98 minutes long. From the 21st of November also, we have Wicked for Good, the second of the two Wicked films, starring Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Certificate U, and 138 minutes long. From the 26th of November, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out Mystery, starring Daniel Craig and Josh O'Connor. It's 12A certificate and 140 minutes long. On the 28th of November, Blue Moon, starring Ethan Hawke and Andrew Scott. It's certificate 15 and 100 minutes long. To find out what other films are audio described and where to visit, you can visit accessiblescreeningsuk.co.uk. Streaming highlights with AD. Riot Women, the new Sally Wainwright series about a post-menopausal female punk band starring Lorraine Ashburn, Joanna Scanlon and Tasmin Grieg, is on BBC iPlayer. Lazarus, a new Harlan Coben thriller starring Sam Claflin, is on Prime Video. The Beast in Me thriller starring Claire Danes is on Netflix. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, starring Jacob Elordi and Christopher Waltz, is on Netflix. Nobody Wants This Season 2, a romantic comedy series, starring Adam Brody and Christian Bale, is on Netflix. A House of Dynamite, a US thriller starring Idris Elba and Rebecca Ferguson, is on Netflix. Stranger Things, the final season begins on the 27th of November on Netflix. Prehistoric Planet Ice Age, an award-winning natural history series narrated by Tom Hiddleston with an original score by Hans Zimmer, is on Apple TV+. Pluribus, a new series from Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, is on Apple TV+. A Grammy salute to Cyndi Lauper sold-out Hollywood Bowl farewell tour concert performance of the legendary singer is on Prime Video. Further listings can be found at the following links: www.vocalize.co.uk, www.officiallondontheatre.com/access/audio, www.mindsedescription.co.uk, www.yourlocalcinema.com/AD/HTML. This audio bulletin has been voiced by Tim Calvert, Vice Chair of the Audio Description Association. Thank you for listening.